What's up, guys? This is Adam the Bee's Knees, and today we have the NPL quarterfinals match. So we did all 10 weeks. I didn't upload it last week. It was just a meme match. Lost to Specstar. That's okay, because I figured I was gonna play him again. So here we are in the playoffs. Our opponent is Cheeseboy628 of the Phoenix Sunkern. Now, Cheese's team has only made one small change, but it's a very welcomed one. So going through his team, well, I'll just say his change was he had Porygon Z and he swapped it out with Porygon 2. Thank God. So, because Porygon Z was a huge threat. So he has the Weavile, the Mismagius, the Zygarde, the Mandibuzz, Serena, Clefable, a Z, Beware, Porygon 2, Z, Alolan Golem, Z, Slowbro, Escavalier, and Mega Camel. So his team could be Trick Room, his team could just be kind of fat with the Mandibuzz, the Clef, the Porygon. And it has a couple offensive ones like the Weavile, the Beware, and the Zygarde if it's banded or sets up. So right off the bat, I used the makeup of my first team, and it actually has all of the same Pokemon except it doesn't have Oricorio this time. Last time I almost was able to successfully sweep with a Calm Mind boosted Baton Pass into Tapu Fini, but he does have a Porygon 2 which kind of walls Fini endlessly, and it can hit it with super effective moves. So I decided to not do that approach. So I decided to take out the Oricorio. So here we have Mega Kang. This is a different Mega Kang set. The first one was Spadef, designed to deal somewhat with the Porygon Z, but this set is more offensive because last time I really had a hard time breaking down things like the Mandibuzz. So this is a power-up punch set. This is an all-out attack set. And it doesn't really need any speed because if you look at his speed tiers, like you have Zygarde, but I can take a hit from Zygarde and it's not Z. And then you have like Serena and Beware, which are super slow and they shouldn't really need any speed, I don't think. So that's why I decided to not really run any speed on Kang. I have Sucker Punch as well because last time he brought a Mismagius as his check, so I want to hit that thing harder. And then all out, return, and power punch, drain punch. So we actually have the very similar Tapu Fini set. I believe this is actually the exact same Tapu Fini set here. It's offensive because Moonblast hits his team pretty hard, and it has Taunt because Taunt plus Moonblast spam breaks his walls pretty nicely, deals well with the Slowbro. One note about the Slowbro. I'm calling it now that he is either Z Zap Cannon or Z Grass Knot Slowbro, unless he's like a Z Beware. Just because that I think that I was able to take advantage of the Slowbro in the last game, and that really kind of threw the game in my favor. Whereas this game, if he's Z Zap Cannon, he can basically just nuke me. So I'm actually going to switch out if the Slowbro is a thing. We have a very similar Nidoqueen. It's a tad bit bulkier. This is just designed to take on the Mismagius a bit well as I believe the Clefable. Now I'm not actually running Sludge Wave. I took that off for Taunt just because Clefable can't touch me if I taunt it, and Sludge Wave was only for the Clefable because I can already hit the Serena super effectively, and I figured Taunt would help with the Porygon, which if he's smart he would go Porygon, which would be Trace my Sheer Force, and then Porygon would be pretty scary. And I have the same rocks, Ice Beam, Earth Power. I'm Shuka Berry, basically Shuka Berry and my two coverage moves, lure in the Zygarde and the Camera, so I can try to hit them pretty hard. Up next we have Infernape. This is actually the exact same set as last time. It is a defensive Infernape, 100% designed to take on the Weavile. He can't knock me off. Knockoff's not that strong. His strongest move is Poison Jab, and if I have Terrain up, he can't poison me. U-turn, slack off, Mach Punch, and Fire Punch with Fighting MZ to deal hard damage to stuff like the Porygon or like the Mega Camel or something like that. And up next, I have actually the exact same Shaman set with a bit more speed in case you wanted speed creep. Same exact set, it's basically my Zygarde check. And then finally, we have Diggersby over Oricorio because his team is generally slower. And like Miss Maggie's can't really hurt me offensively. And the Zygarde can't really hurt me unless it's banded or sets up. And then you have Weavile, which obviously scares me out. But besides that, Diggersby can kind of just smack up his entire team. I decided to bank on my other mons dealing with Serena. That's why I ran Adamant, and I can destroy his defensive core. Now, the only issue with taking off the Oricorio is that this team is a bit more weak to Beware than I would like it to be. I don't really have a Beware switch-in, so I'm hoping to just play around it. Like, most of my things can hit Beware really hard, but I just need to be smart around Beware. Other than that, I feel pretty good. This is a more offensive team just because of the Diggersby. I don't deal that well with Camel because I don't have Wish on King anymore, as that was a nice touch last game. But other than that, I can deal with his main threats pretty well, and I can deal with his walls a bit better. Just Beware is a bit more spooky, and the camera. So we'll see if he brings those in the battle. Okay, so as you can see, he did not bring the Beware, and he did not bring the Mega Camera. So that means his team's probably not Trick Room because there's no Escavalier or Alolan Golem. He didn't bring the Serena, but other than that, he brought, he could have really, he had a decent enough matchup to where he could bring whatever he kind of wanted. So here we are. So he has a couple lead options. He could be aggro and lead Weavile, or he can be on the defensive side and lead, I would assume, Slowbro or Clef. I'm just going to lead Tapu Fini because that pseudo deals with all three. As I do, he does lead off with the Slowbro. So, as I said, I am scared of the Z Zap Cannon or Grass Knot, so I'm actually going to go hard into Shaman. And he does reveal Z. He is Z Psychic. So yeah, I actually am not too sure if he's offensive or not. I would assume maybe. But yeah, he is Z Psychic. So I made a somewhat of a good prediction there. So I'm just going to heal up because I need this for the Zygarde. So he goes in the Weavile. So I'm going to go into my switch-in, which is the Infernape. He's going to fire off a knockoff, shows he's just Jolly Life Orb, or Adamant maybe. And I'm going to U-turn out on the Clef. And actually I'm going to go into my Nidoqueen and go for the Taunt as he goes into the Zygarde, which is fine. I prevent it from Dragon Dancing. I'm going to stay in. He actually goes for the Choice Banded Outrage, and I go for the Ice Beam, and I actually get a good roll, or he's like not fat and I kill him. So yeah, so he goes Weavile. I'm just going to go into Infernape on his Icicle Crash. I could slack off here, but I wanted to get a bit more aggressive and U-turn to try to prevent rocks, but this kind of was mute because I figured he's just going to switch out again, so I'm going to get up my rocks, but he gets up his rocks. So I should have just stayed in with Infernape and slacked off. But that's okay. So I am going to go for the taunt here, or sorry, I'm going to Earth Power, get a nice crit, and then taunt the Porygon, as I am going to go down to the Sheer Force boosted Tri-Attack. So I'm going to go into my Diggersby, and I'm actually going to end up getting a crit. Now, this was a roll. It could have not been a roll if he's max defensive. He did die to a return there, so he was risking it as well. I just didn't want to go in the hard Miss Mag. But, yeah, so I got a bit lucky there depending on the roll there. So Porygon goes down, and he actually goes Weavile. Now, if he's scared of Quick Attack, he's going to click Ice Shard, so I need all my other mons. And I almost thought about just sacking Shaman, but then like Slowbro could have been more of an issue. So I just decided to stay in, risk it. He Ice Shards, Adamant for sure, I'm pretty sure. And then I kill him off and kill off Diggersby. So he goes Clef, I go Tapu Fini here. What I am going to do is just fire off a taunt, preventing the Calm Mind. And I'm able to fire off some modest Moonblast, which do a nice chunk. He's unaware. I think he's unaware, right? He took the rocks damage. So I'm just going to fire off a couple of Moonblasts, get pretty lucky here, and get the special attack drop. This was actually a Specs Mismagius, so that could have been a bit tricky. So I definitely get lucky in this. He's going to Memento, which was a cool tech. I'm going to Taunt. He's probably going to Moonblast as he does. And from here, I'm actually going to make the switch into my Kangaskhan here. As he has no Rocky Helmet users, so I'm pretty much free to fire off whatever hit I would like, and that's a return. And that does a bit of damage. This is a really fat freaking Clefable. So I'm able to take him out here. And all he has left is the Slow Row, which could be dangerous if he's Calm Mind. If he is, I'm going to Power Up Punch. Differential does not matter at this point, so I decided to risk my Kang, go for the Power Up Punch, and he actually reveals the Trick Room. But I have Sucker Punch, and I'm able to take him. So, good game to cheese. This was a bit of a hard match to schedule, not both of our faults. And yeah, I get to fight Specstar in the semifinals, which is cool. I haven't been in the semifinals in a long time. And yeah, Cheese is a worthy opponent. Check him out. I did get a bit lucky in this game with the drop and the 2 crits. I think, yeah. Depends on rolls, maybe. Don't know, but, you know, still lucky nonetheless. So, yeah, until then, we get to fight our good friend Specstar, and we'll see who comes out on top then, and then fight Vepsis or Turk in the finals. Which, damn, I hope it's not Vepsis. Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.